So, week 2 2016, and week 9 of Bishop Foundation overall today, and then hopefully tonight, just like we said last week, Skelm versus Fylde, but fingers crossed. So, that's the first day this week done volunteering. So that's week 9, day 17 overall, and as you can tell by the weather, the day is going to be completed now, because Skelm Fylde, just like last week, has been cancelled. Rearranged for Wednesday, but the way this weather's going, it won't be on Wednesday either. And the next round, away in Eastbourne, is next Saturday, so I imagine it'll be flipping a coin to decide who plays in that, because there's no way we're playing it at Skelm before then. So, day 2 of week 2 in 2016, it's back to the Art Foundation for 6 hours. A strange twist of fate this morning. They snapped in my new boots. There was no late like, but it meant that we left late and ended up spotting a former colleague, Mazda, who's resigned after something happened in the store, but it's nice he's out there anyway. So, that's day 2 volunteering done, completing the 9th week. And just a little bit of history about the final FHM issue. Seems strange that it's, like I say, it's a smaller size now, but hey. So this week, unlike most where normally we get to Tuesday night, so yeah, week's over. Tomorrow night could hopefully be finally Skelm Fylde replay. And then, yes or no, it goes ahead. It could be a home game against Stamford on Saturday if they lose, hopefully no. But guaranteed is the first rugby league action of the year, going to Leigh Sports Village for Leigh versus Wigan. So that's an exciting end to the week anyway. Hopefully at least 2 games this week though, soon. Well, as promised, it is Skelm versus Fylde tonight, except there's a little different of a location than we originally said. I did predict at the start of the year I'd be going to a rugby league ground ahead of a football ground. I didn't expect to be right, because here we are at the AJ Bell Stadium in Salford, home of Sale Sharks, and it still says Salford City Reds, but we all know it's really the Salford Red Devils. Very blustery and windy and rainy night, so it's typical of Skelm really, innit? So here we are at the AJ Bell, but in the West Stand. I've never been in this one before, because with a Wigan fan I'm normally in the North one.
Oh, so that's the second one.
So here we are at the AJ Bell Stadium in Salford. As I said before, this is not a rugby league game, this is a football match.
Well, obviously not at the moment.
Skelmersdale against Fylde, FA Trophy first round replay. But then as it's a Skelm game, it is pouring down, so half time here at the AJ Bell Stadium, Skelm United 0, Fylde 1. Fylde scored pretty early in the first half, but other than that it's been pretty tight to be honest. Obviously alongside this should hopefully be the match video, be it highlights or full game, we'll just have to wait and see. So half time, Skelm 0, AFC Fylde 1. So full time here at the AJ Bell Stadium, Skelmersdale United 0, AFC Fylde 4. First half was pretty close, second half, first 20-25 minutes fairly close. Last 10 minutes letting 2 goals in. So Fylde go to Eastbourne on Saturday. I hopefully will be going to Skelm on Saturday, but can't see it with the way the weather is. So we just got the bus into Wigan bus station as part 1 of the way to Leigh Sports Village for Leigh Wigan. First game of the year for me, 162nd Wigan Warriors game since we became a season ticket holder, and it's currently snowing here as well, so that's not going to help things. So here we are for the first rugby league trip of 2016, Leigh Sports Village. Typical of early January, wet, bit of snow as well to be honest, but shows the difference a year makes. This time last year when we came here, we did a bit of a shopping spree in the Wigan shop, buying the 2015 home and academy tops, wearing the away top that day, but due to financial constraints this year I'm wearing the away top from last year because I can't afford to get the new one yet. So, just wait and see what happens there. So it's Leigh Centurions versus Wigan Warriors, 3 o'clock kick-off. So, here we are back at Leigh Sports Village for the first time since midway through 2015 when we came here for the Challenge Cup tie against OKR, which sadly was a defeat. So last season we lost here in the friendly, this one last year, and the Challenge Cup tie. So currently on a 2-game losing streak here. So let's hope to change that, and obviously a win here today. Will be my first goal completion of the year. Will be 15th away win as a Wigan traveller. Today's programme here at Leigh, £2.50. You can see there, and the cover is a tribute to the sad passing of the Leigh legend Tommy Sale MBE, who died earlier this month. So, looks like I think the Wigan team have come to warm up. I say this is the first Wigan game since October, so it's been a while. Obviously the far end is the home end, the Leigh end. When we turned up last year, we were in that stand over there, the east stand, right to the back. And for the whole KR one, obviously we had what is the home end over there. So, first game of 2016. Pretty decent crowd, to be honest. As Leigh and Wigan come onto the field, and this music brings back a few memories. The former entrance music for Wigan. Referee today is Ben Thaler, which incidentally was the last referee at my final game of 2015, the grand final at Old Trafford. Obviously this time last year, Wigan lost here with a far younger side than they put out today. Obviously there's no England internationals, because they only came back to training 2 weeks ago. So the hope is for a 15th away win overall. Second win over Leigh. Brilliant start by Wigan. Took a 14-0 lead, except at half time it's Leigh 16, Wigan 14. So, second half, both teams out on the field. We're going to be playing towards the end I'm in now. 16-14 down at half time. So, full time here at LSV, and for the third time in a row visiting here, it's a Wigan defeat. Okay, young players, you know, only beaten by 6 points against a full-strength Leigh team, but it would be nice to win in this stadium, it really would be. Fourth visit here, and the only one I've seen Wigan win was the semi-final against London, the 70-0. So, due to financial constraints, I will not be going to Salford next week because I can't afford it. So the next Rugby League edition for me will be a return to the DW Stadium for the first league game of the season against Catalan. But as far as this week goes, not the best. Skem lose on Wednesday, don't play yesterday, Liverpool get beat this afternoon, and Wigan lose, so not the best of weeks, but we'll move on tomorrow. So, after the bus ride of about half an hour, we've arrived back in Wigan at the bus station. The last trip home, and then we start again for a new week tomorrow morning.